All right, page 3 of the worksheet. No formulas to look at, just one special thing to keep track of. I wish there was a way to remember it. Wish there was something we could do to remember the chain rule. Implicit differentiation. The derivative of 2x cubed is 6x squared. The derivative of 2y squared is 4y times dy dx from the chain rule, plus the zero derivative of 5. So no factoring or anything needed in this one. We can just divide by the 4y, and we'll get dy dx equals 6y squared over, or 6x squared over 4y equals 3x squared over 2y. Good to go. And number 2, the derivative of 3x squared is 6x plus 6y dy dx. I'm going to try to write the dy dx on this whole worksheet. Get away from that habit of just writing y prime. Equals the 0. So we're going to subtract the 6x over. Then we're going to divide by the 6y to get the dy dx by itself. And I'm going to simplify kind of in one step there because we can all do that. Negative x over y. Good to go. The derivative of 5y squared is 10y dy dx equals 4x minus 5 times dy dx. Now we've got dy dx's on both sides, so I'm going to go ahead and add the 5 dy dx over to the other side. And I'm also going to factor it out kind of, okay, let's write it one time. 10y dy dx plus 5 dy dx equals 4x. Now I will show factoring out the dy dx of the 10y plus the 5 equals the 4x divided over dy dx equals 4x over 10y plus 5. Sweet. And number 4, 4x squared, derivative, 8x. 2y cubed, 6y squared, dy dx, plus 4 times dy dx. Our dy dx are on both one side, so I'm going to factor those out. 8x equals dy dx, 6y squared plus 4, and divide. Dy dx equals 8x over 6y squared plus 4. Could probably factor out a 2 just for fun. 4x over 3y squared plus 2. All right, we got a little more going on in 5. Our left side derivative is just our normal 15x squared. But over here, I'm going to go ahead and show our 2/3 bow tie. The derivative of negative 3x is negative 3. The derivative of y is y prime. So if we kind of sneak in our 2/3 bow tie there, negative 15x squared equals negative 3x dy dx plus negative 3 times y plus our derivative of 2 is 0. We'll add our 3y over, 15x squared plus the 3y equals negative 3x dy dx, divide by the negative 3, x, 15x squared plus 3y divided by negative 3x equals dy dx. All right, got a little more going on in this one. Derivative of 1 is 0. Derivative of 3x is 3. Now we've got another product rule going on here. Let's grab another color. Derivative of 2x squared is 4x. Derivative of y squared is 2y dy dx. 2/3 bow tie. 2x squared times 2y dy dx. We'll probably simplify that in a second. And then plus 4xy squared. We ultimately want to get the dy dx by itself, so let's subtract the 4xy squared and the 3 over. Negative 3 minus 4xy squared equals 2x squared. Let's call that 4x. Let's combine that. 2 times 2, call it 4x squared y dy dx. Divide by the 4x squared y. Negative 3x minus 4xy squared divided by 4x squared y equals dy dx. Looks like our simplification, we could go through and maybe take out an x from everything. That would totally be appropriate. Not a bad move. A couple of different product rules going on in number 7. Derivative of 3x squared is 6x. Derivative of y squared is 2y dy dx. So that actual derivative with the 2/3 bow tie is going to be 6x squared y dy dx plus 6xy squared equals 8x. That's the derivative. We've got another product rule here. Derivative of 4x is 4. Derivative of y is dy dx. 2/3 bow tie. Minus 4x dy dx. Minus 4y. Again, we want to get those dy dx's on one side. Everything else on the other. So 6x squared y dy dx plus 4x dy dx equals 8x minus 4y minus 6xy squared. I'm going to go ahead and pretend like I factored out the dy dx on this side and was left with a 6x squared y plus the 4x. And then I'm dividing by the 6x squared y plus the 4x coming from right there. And I'll be left with the dy dx on this side. There's our dy dx. All right, let's finish up the derivatives on this worksheet. 5x cubed, 15x squared. Got to be good at the power rule by now, right? Plus, got another product here. Derivative of x is 1. Derivative of y squared is 2y dy dx. 2/3 bow tie. 2xy dy dx plus y squared equals, we've got a product on the other side too. 15x squared 3y squared dy dx. 2/3 bow tie. Yeah, getting a little small here, aren't we? I'm going to go for another line down here. Equals 15x cubed y squared dy dx plus 15x squared y cubed. That is a whole lot going on, but I've really only got the two dy dx's that we want to get on one side. I'll go ahead and subtract the 1 over, get everything else on the right side. 2xy dy dx was on the left side, subtracting the 15x cubed y squared dy dx from the right side, equal to 15x squared y cubed minus the 15x squared. Then we're going to divide by what was, once we factor out the dy dx, we're going to get the dy dx equal to 15x squared y cubed minus 15x squared over the 2xy minus 15x cubed. Final answer, with our division. Probably factor out an x. Looks like that would be a good simplification. We'll call it good from there. Nice video. Yay, derivatives.